Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Elsa Raminda. I will share my activities during the COVID-19 pandemic and also give my opinion on COVID-19. COVID-19 is the disease caused by the severe acute respiratory syndrome, coronavirus 2 or SARS-CoV-2 virus. COVID-19 can cause respiratory system disorders ranging from mild symptoms such as flu to lung infection such as pneumonia. The first case of this disease happened in the city of Wuhan, China at the end of December 2019. After that, COVID-19 spread between humans very quickly and spread to dozens of countries, including Indonesia, in just a few months. The spread of COVID-19, or what is popularly known as the coronavirus, is increasingly widespread throughout the world. The impact of the spread of the virus, Indonesia was also exposed and shaken as a result. In the midst of an increasingly difficult situation, a good handling of the government is needed and people must take on their respective roles according to their abilities and responsibilities. Without it, it will be difficult for this nation to escape the entanglement of the coronavirus. The COVID-19 pandemic seems endless. Increasingly, more and more patients who are positive COVID-19. For months, there has been no solution that can really end the COVID-19 outbreak. Also, there have been many efforts that have been made both by the government and by the community itself. With conditions like the COVID-19 pandemic, this has an impact on all aspects of our daily life. Currently, the world's population has adjusted their lives to the COVID-19 pandemic. There are various activities that I can do at home during the pandemic, namely, the first is school and learning from home. After I graduated, I also applied to the university at home, and after becoming a student, I was still at home as a student for one semester, doing teaching and learning activities, doing assessment and exam from home. The second is cycling. One of the activities that are trending during the pandemic is cycling. During the COVID-19 pandemic, buyers had hunted many bicycles. I bike with my friends and sometimes also with my brother. The third is gardening. Gardening may be one of the things I can do with my family during self-quarantine. Planting flowers and vegetables may also provide benefits in the future. Not only planting flowers and vegetables, I can also create a mini garden in which there are various kinds of flowers. I garden with my mother and also take care of plants together. And then the fourth is running. Running can increase cardiac activity without expensive equipment. I run and do it once a week in the morning because of weekdays I have college activities. Next, the fifth is cooking. As restaurants closed to reduce the number of coronavirus cases, people around the world started to cook their own meals. So, cooking has two benefits, namely for health and finance because it reduces the cost of eating at a restaurant. During this pandemic, I really like to cook and follow simple recipes that I see on my social media. Sometimes I cook with my mother. Then there's listening to music. Listening to my favorite music can save me the stress of feeling bored because I have to stay at home. And the last one is playing games. Relieving stress is not only done by listening to my favorite music. Playing games from my phone or computer can also help me avoid stress. The solution to overcoming COVID-19 is to continue to use a mask, diligently wash your hands as recommended, always use a sanitizer if you don't have time to wash your hands, always maintain your metabolism. For me, who is a student, my hope is that the existence of COVID-19 can make people more disciplined in terms of cleanliness, not just during a pandemic, but in ordinary life. In addition, I hope that people will become more aware of the dangers of COVID so that this pandemic can subside and students can carry out KBM as always as usual. My other hope is that my family and I will not be affected by the coronavirus and the number of COVID-19 cases in Indonesia will quickly decline, and also the rapid passing of this pandemic so that our lives will all return to normal. The active participation of the community also needs to be encouraged to carry out self-restriction related to the spread of the coronavirus. Community complaints is a serious effort to break the chance of spreading the COVID-19 virus. That's my opinion about COVID-19 and also my activities during the pandemic. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.